Last time on Against the Clock.
It's more about sharing my love of design and style with those around me, and I hope that they can take away a little piece of inspiration for their own home.
We met the owner.
I'm super excited because I know that this is an opportunity for my designer, my architect, and my builder to showcase their craftsmanship and their skill. So I'm super ecstatic about it.
All right, welcome back to Against the Clock, episode 7. It's been a while since we've had you down at the job site. We've had fun introducing you to the rest of the team, the interior designers, the architect, and the homeowner. But we want to now show you the progress that we've made the last month or so, starting off with the landscape. As you see, we've got a lot of our these interior retaining walls. This is going to be a really cool pathway that connects the house over to the villa. This will be what we're calling the secret garden. There'll be a cool water feature in there and this awesome trellis with vines and everything growing up it. So we've been lucky in Utah this year to have a pretty mild winter. So we've been able to do all this rock work and stone work, and then under all these concrete blankets is all our paver work. So all the paver work on the house side is done, and now we're just waiting to do the paperwork over here once we get the pool done, which we'll show in a second. It's been crazy that we've put in plants in the middle of February. We have holes for trees dug that they're unloading today, actually. So around the whole house, we have this perimeter wall with the same stone that's on the house back here. This is going to be this really cool sunken fire pit area. There's gonna be a dining room table with this pergola that creates this really awesome outdoor element where you can have a fire and have dinner. Here's some of our paver work. As you can see, it's very intricate, piece by piece. All these little small blocks have been laid. As we continue around, it's crazy to me that we're planting trees in February, but it's just been so mild. It's 60 degrees today at the end of February, which again in Utah is pretty unheard of. So it's been fun to be able to, do a lot of stuff that we don't typically do in February. It's been able to let our landscapers get really far ahead. In the last episode, we showed all the driveway pavers being installed. Now they're installed. We have this plywood down to try to protect it, to kind of create paths for everyone to walk in, because again, we have pavers down pretty early in the process, but we had to do those kind of things to stay within schedule. A lot of times in parade homes, the trees and the shrubs and the grass is planted like 2 days before the parade, and it doesn't look like it's mature. So we're trying to get everything in as early as we can, so come springtime, it's actually blooming and looks like it's been here for a little bit and not like we planted stuff the day before. So here you can see front patio's done. We haven't talked much about this, but the door, see how all of our glass is fogged? When the house is all done, we're gonna have a switch in the house that you can press and that goes clear. It's called switch glass. So when there's power to it, all the fogging goes away. When you turn the switch off, it fogs for privacy. So that's gonna be a really cool feature. It won't be set up till we're all done, but it'll be really cool to see when we're done. As you can see, there's been a lot done in the landscape. The house side is pretty much there besides just planting plants. As far as our hardscapes, our walls, our pavers, it's all done. And now it's just planting our plants and everything that we can plant. And that, some of it obviously has to wait till it gets a little bit warmer. We can't plant every plant in the middle of winter. So we're kind of working our way this way as far as landscaping, but we have one major holdup, which they're hopefully finishing today, and that's the shooting concrete on the pool. It's taken them, this is the 4th day of shooting concrete on this pool. Usually it's like a 1 or 2 day process, but this pool is so intricate and detailed, it's taken a lot to get it to this point. Once the pool is shot and then clean all of our forms up, we'll start landscaping, we'll backfill and then start all of our hardscape back here. But this is as we've alluded to many times, this is a one-of-a-kind pool. Like I said, it usually takes 1 to 2 days to shoot a pool of concrete, and we're on day 4. There's a lot going on. We have our hot tub there. We have these things right here that are called Jesus steps that are at the same level as water, so it looks like you're walking across the water as you go. Fire pit there. This is the deep end. The cool slide that we have coming from Europe is going to be right about where that guy in the gray hoodie is standing. So this awesome slide that goes into the deep end. And I can't forget this amazing TV that's coming. That's going to go back on the back side of the hot tub. This TV that pops up out of the ground. You need me? You sure? Oh, you need to get by. This is David. He's our awesome tile guy. Hey. So another cool thing that's happening this week is our greenhouse gets delivered. We ordered this greenhouse about 8 months ago. It is in Utah, en route to here. It gets delivered tomorrow, and then the latter part of this week, we'll start installing this amazing greenhouse. It goes right over there, up next to the house. That's why that part of the house isn't done yet. This is where the greenhouse goes. I think I am most excited about this greenhouse. It's gonna be one of my, I think, the coolest features of this property. There's gonna be this whole glass building right here with a cool dining room table. It's gonna be a really cool place to eat dinner, to have a party, to socialize, and it's gonna be awesome when it's all said and done. So as you walk back here on the villa, we've started all of our exterior materials. You'll notice as this kind of gets farther along, we've kind of flip-flopped our materials. There's a ton more stone on this building versus the house. We still have the same slate, the same stone, but we've reversed the quantity. So this will be majority stone and a little bit of the slate, where the house is majority slate with a little bit of stone. So that'll be fun as that kind of comes together and you know, we start cranking on this. This cool green building that you see in front of me, this is going to be our floating outdoor sauna. So we got this framed a couple weeks ago, and now the landscapers, when they work, get over to this side, they're gonna dig this out and create our pond that surrounds this. We're gonna have a really cool bridge that comes from here, bridges over the pond into the sauna. This gets a really awesome glass door that matches the house. This is gonna be one of the coolest features I think I've seen and on this entire property is this floating sauna. Okay, so that's a good update on the exterior and the landscape. The landscape is such a big part of this job because, again, it's all got to be done by the time the Parade of Homes starts. So we're putting a lot of focus on that. We're helping manage all this, but now let's talk about the actual building. So up to this point, everything's gone like relatively smooth. We got the structure up pretty quick. We did all of our rough-ins. As you can see, we're sheetrocked. Like, we are to a point where we are ready to start jamming out these finishes, but we are in a very peculiar spot. Is since there's so much oak in this building, we had to order it all at once, and it has been back ordered about 3 times. It was supposed to be here about 3 weeks ago, and I'm standing here today saying that it's not here yet. And it is putting us in a major bind because there's probably 2 months worth of finished work in this building, and we're gonna have about 5 weeks to get it done. So we're hoping to have material delivered to the site by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Today is Monday, and then finished carpenters will be here pretty much nonstop until we can get it done. And we're also in the same situation with our tile. There's some very intricate tile, just like we have in the house in here. Our lead times were 14 to 16 weeks. We ordered it in plenty of time, but it's been delayed. A lot of it's handmade, and it's been delayed by weeks. And so we are kind of just at a standstill. There's not much going on in here because we don't have material. So I have tile guys here prepping, getting ready to lay tile, but they don't have any tile to lay. So we are hoping and praying that in the next week or so, some of our tile and our finished carpentry materials start showing up so we actually can start putting the finishes down. But in the meantime, we'll give you a little tour of what's going on here because I don't think we've shown this space as it's been completely framed. So this is the kitchen living room. There's an island here, kitchen cabinets here, and then this will just kind of be like a galley kitchen, and then living room, TV on the wall, couches, and then this opens up. Both these sliders go into that wall and into that wall, and this just becomes a massive indoor-outdoor space. Right on the other side of this door is the hot tub and the pool. So you literally are gonna step out this into the hot tub and pool area. So this is going to be the coolest indoor-outdoor space when it's all said and done. As you come back here, we have our little hallway. This will go out to the greenhouse. We have it just plastic off right now to keep some of the weather out. This is a full bathroom, and this is just a guest room for whoever needs to stay in here. There's a bathroom and a closet in there as well. And as you walk back out here, we get into kind of the fun part of this. One of the funner parts of the building is obviously the sports court. So this whole space will be the sports court, basketball hoop right there. This will also double as a pickleball court. One of the really cool things is that whole ceiling up there is going to be oak tongue and groove. That is what's taking our oak so long to get here, is there's just loads and loads of oak that has to be on that ceiling. So this whole area, again, like I said, basketball court. We have this cool dividing door with this space and that space. This door pockets into the wall, so it can be one big space or it can be closed and these two spaces can be separate. This is going to be the exercise room, the gym, and when this is all said and done, it will be the coolest gym in the state of Utah. We have a bunch of stuff coming from Europe. We have custom made dumbbells with logos on them. We have custom made equipment that's all being made specific for this job. So this is going to be a one-of-a-kind space when it's all said and done. You have this door, which is actually also pretty cool. This one slides open each side, and there's an outdoor gym right here. We'll have turf, and we'll have an indoor-outdoor gym in this space as well. So if you look up here at the ceiling, you can see kind of some wet sheetrock mud. The reason that is wet is we have hidden speakers behind the sheetrock. So there is 4 hidden speakers in this room, and actually there's a few throughout the rest of the building, but there's speakers behind that sheetrock mud. So they're just finishing putting on the mud today, sand it, and then we'll have sound in here when it's all said and done. So that's the update on landscaping and the villa, the health and wellness center. And then we're gonna hand it over to Isaac, and he's gonna walk you through what's been going on in the house.
Okay, so now we're over here at the house. I'm excited to show everybody what we got going on. A lot has changed since the last time we did a walkthrough. If you follow me, the biggest change, it's right off the bat here in the mudroom. We got cabinets installed. You can see mudroom blockers that we have. We have the laundry room. We're waiting on countertops. We have some of them installed. That'll come later. So as we do a walkthrough, you'll notice all of the stain work has been going on. So all the stairs, all the beams, these arches. We also have plaster going on up above the fireplace. But again, the biggest change to me, and it's kind of starting to tie everything in, are our cabinets. Like, that hood is incredible. It's covered. We try to protect the stuff around here, but you can tell all these cabinets have been installed. We're waiting on countertops. Stain work is going on. You can see they were actually here Friday installing these countertops. So this is the first time they've been unveiled, but look at that. It's incredible here in the scullery. So as you can see, we're doing finishes like painters right here. We have a lot of things that are done, finished product. For example, this headboard and the plaster back behind there. And we're way ahead of schedule, but that doesn't mean that there aren't a few hiccups. For example, primary closet. This has been a concern of the entire team, homeowner, designers, us at Robison from day one, just from the size of this closet, right? You're building a big old home and this closet feels a little small. The solution to that is we're gonna punch a hole in the ceiling, have a spiral staircase going up to what was his exercise room, and that is now his new primary closet, including this room down here. It's gonna be, I am so excited for this change. It's gonna be to the wire to get it done because we have to redo a lot of the cabinets, we have to redo a lot of the lighting, move a washer dryer. But for our homeowner, it's gonna be, I don't know, the best decision. It's gonna have a lot more space, a lot more things to store stuff. So to me, I love that change. So So it's a little messy in here. Guys have been working, but we are now standing in his new closet. Right here in this corner is where the spiral staircase is gonna go. It's pretty cool because it's actually, we're gonna have a vacuum system that he can put his clothes in to get it from upstairs to downstairs. And when he travels, when the homeowner likes to travel, we're gonna do a hidden door. We're taking this door out. It's gonna be replaced with a hidden door so that only he knows it's here, only he has access. That way when he travels, he can put suitcases in and out of this door and not have to go down a spiral staircase. Ever since the villa came into existence, the designers, us on the build team, and the homeowner, we've been wondering what to do with this space. And a couple weeks ago, the idea was brought up to transform this into his new closet. And ever since that, I've fallen in love with the idea. It just doubles or even triples his closet space. I mean, who wouldn't love to have a spiral staircase in their closet, right? And they have a personal sauna that only he will be able to use, and his personal cold plunge in your closet. So it's gonna be wild. One other thing that I don't know if you guys have seen are these concrete arches. They're not finished yet, but they were installed a couple weeks ago. They gotta come through, fill in the seams, bleed the color through, and then we're actually gonna add a little 2.5 inch cap that sits here that hides this. It's gonna come together, casing, you could say. The upstairs is a little bit different story than the downstairs. As you can tell, we already have paint going on up here. And finished tile work, like look at the tile work under this bench, the tile work on the standing bar. So as you guys can tell, things are starting to come together with countertops, cabinets. We're starting to finish painting, which I'm feeling good on schedule, but there's still a lot to do, like that new change to the primary closet, which is gonna be incredible. But again, it comes down to the wire.